Here we go. What up, people? What up? I'm definitely having a a boomer moment. What's up? What's up? Before we get started, I want to say what up, Mystic Shadow. Appreciate you coming here. David Q, what's up? Kavari, what's up? Tony Brown, what's up? G Major, what's up? Eli Who, what's up? Yeah, don't need some all. And Flash, what's up? Um, Probably for the first few minutes, I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen it. So I'm going to be non-spoiler. Then I will put up this sign right here when I'm getting ready to spoil it. So when you see this sign right here, if you have not seen it, then you need to leave the stream because I will start talking about the movie in detail and saying whatever. So I don't want to spoil it for those of you that may not have watched it. So that is my public service announcement. Once you see the spoiler alert right here, then you need to go ahead and click off because I will be talking about different parts of the movie. First of all, I want to say I do believe that this is going to be the first $1 billion movie in the pandemic era by Marvel, MCU, Sony, whatever you want to call it. I do think this movie is going to make $1 billion worldwide. I don't know what time frame, but I definitely think this weekend. I can't wait to Monday to see what the weekend box office is going to be. I think it's going to be. I'm saying at least 160 plus is going to make this weekend. 160 million plus is what I'm thinking it's going to make. First of all, I'm going to say out of the 3 Spider-Man movies, Far From Home, No Way Home, no, Far From Home, whatever the home was. This is by far the best one. The hype was definitely there was a lot of trolling. That's all I'm gonna say. But they paid off. The payoff was excellent, in my opinion. What time was your show, and when was it? Was it done? What time was your show, and when was it done leaving? I don't understand what you're trying to say, but my show, me and my boy from work, we went and saw it at 6:30. And last exactly, we got done maybe about 30 minutes ago when it finished. The show, you like who sent a picture? Yep. The show, the movie, it tugs at your heartstring in some parts. There was really not a really slow time. There's a lot of banter between Doctor Strange and Peter. I will talk about things we already seen in the trailers, so it won't be. It was a 6 o'clock show. I won't be spoiling anything. But a lot of stuff that you see in the trailers did happen. There were a few things we saw in the trailer that didn't happen. The part I can tell you without really spoiling anything was the part where Wong telling him don't cast that spell. I did not see that in the trailer, so I think it's a little bull drive. So there's a little misdirection. There's a God, I don't even look tasty enough to eat, but I need to eat it. Try a banana. There's a little changes in between Wong and Doctor Strange, which I won't get into. Peter Parker in this. I'm really trying to be good and not spoil anything. But I really like this movie. I'm going to go see it tomorrow, either Saturday, taking my grandsons. I'm going to say if you are a MCU fan, if you are a Spider-Man fan, this is a must-see movie. It is exciting. Um, a lot of stuff, like I said, we saw in the trailers is definitely in there. Some of the stuff is not. Um, I really wasn't a Tom Holland fan of Spider-Man, but he did his thing in this movie. Some of the scenes he did were very tug at your heart. The action was good. It wasn't slow. Of course, we've seen some of the villains. The villains that you saw in the trailer are in the movie. Um, each one has a little different story. Each one got their own reason for doing what they're doing. I wouldn't so much call this the Sinister Six. I'm not sure because it wasn't. Of course, it wasn't six, but it was just. It was really was. I really didn't see them as really being evil for the sake of being evil because the way they painted them, it kind of made you sympathetic. If that's not saying too much. Sympathetic for some of the villains. You can kind of see um, their reasoning for maybe doing some of the things they do, and they didn't paint them. They didn't paint some of them all bad, all good. Very, very complex storylines for some of them, but I really don't want to transition into telling the story. So I'm trying to be as elusive as possible and not really getting to breaking down and actually saying what happened. See if I can go some questions that won't let me tell too much until I decide to switch over. Yeah, I saw the picture, Eli. You thank you. Um, DQ says the same reason I haven't seen Shang-Chi, the Suicide Squad, Eternals mobility has been restricted and don't have the time right now to get Disney Plus. Mobility has been restricted and don't have the time right now to get Disney Plus. Well, this ain't gonna be on Disney Plus for 45 days, DQ. I'm saying if you have the time to go, you need to check this one out. This one is not hype. This one, it delivers. If you are a Spider-Man fan, if you are an MCU fan, you will definitely like this movie. I've talked to one person online that said that they didn't love this movie. But other than that, people that I've talked to so far that have seen it love the movie. Say it's fucking fantastic, which I agree. So if you get an opportunity to go see it, I think it was $10. Me and my buddy went and saw it today, tonight. $10. So that's not bad at all. Eli who said, "Come on, chat." Irene IS spam bot, whatever that means. Kavar said it's a must see for Spider-Man fans. I agree. It is definitely a must see. Scooby Doo this shit. Yep. When he says that, and it is funny as hell when he says it. Doctor Strange was very had a lot of good one-liners in this. I cried. This is gonna be Zach. No, we're not. We are not going yet. We are not spoiling yet. So stop spoiling in the chat. I won't put what you said up. You're not spoiling yet. When you see this, we will go to spoiling. So don't spoil anything. Some people hadn't seen it. It comes out of you. DQ says, "Damn, no Sinister Six." Well, when I get to it, I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you, DQ. Boy, you just cannot not spoil it, can't you, Eli? You can't help yourself. Super chat from G Major. Was you close to dropping a tear at some points? Yes. There was a couple points where I was like, bam, get kind of choked up. But I'm at the 11:48 mark. When I get to the 20-minute mark, I will go into full spoiler. So for the next 9 minutes or so, we're going to be non-spoiler as humanly possible. At the 20-minute mark, when you see in the corner, right now at the 12-minute mark, so 8 more minutes, we will talk non-spoilers, and we go into full spoiler mode at the 20-minute mark. Flash says, yeah, I'm going to either this weekend or next. You need to go this weekend, Flash. I don't know if you're going to be able or not to. Movie was mediocre. Really? Really hot takes? Really? No. Movie was not mediocre. Movie was the best MCU movie of this year. Not mediocre. I know people say, well, that's not saying much, but the movie was not mediocre. Not in my opinion. Got ticks for tomorrow, 6 p.m. Yeah, I went online today and it was started at as early as 3 o'clock p.m. They're rolling at my theater in town every 30 minutes. Up to 10 o'clock tonight. So yes, it's 9:43 now, my time. So last show will start in 15 minutes there. My bad, thought we were talking spoilers. Nope, not talking spoilers until it reached the 20-minute mark. We're at the 13:15 mark now. F mask off. What was mediocre hot takes? Well, hot takes is not a fan of Marvel, so he's gonna say anything Marvel is mediocre or bad or whatever. So I definitely don't agree with him, but he's entitled to his opinion. Eli Who said, "Me too." Kavaris, I hope WB and DC are watching No Way Home. That way, The Flash can be a perfect multiple movie. I hope. I will say this. I hope all comic movies are successful. I cheer for Marvel. I cheer for DC. But most times, in my opinion, Marvel movies are just better than DC. DC animated is leaps and bounds better than Marvel. I mean, it's just true to me. The best movies that DC has made, in my opinion, is the Aquaman, the Wonder Woman, the first Wonder Woman, and the Zack Snyder cut. And I like Man of Steel. But the rest of them, to me, just aren't as good as most of the Marvel movies. Actually, I will say it does have a few flaws. Not really many that I can think of. Anzo, what's up, bro? Anzo said this movie was amazing. So I definitely, if Anzo liked the movie, he's one of the hardest critics I know. He says it's amazing, so I tend to agree with him. Top 2 Marvel movie. Yeah, I think this might be not my number 2 out. My number 2 has always been Endgame. So I think I like this better than Endgame. I do. There's certain aspects of it. Even that last hour, which I always praise, this movie, man, certain parts of it, man. I mean, I was really cheering. When certain parts happened, man, the crowd in my theater was clapping and yelling, and it was just one female, man. Certain things she was yelling and crying and stuff. So it is very pulls a lot of emotions. This movie pulls a lot of emotions. Overall, I enjoyed myself. I did too. One of the first things I do, I immediately ask myself when I'm walking out of theater, do I feel like I just wasted my money? I spent, well, my buddy paid for us to go in, and I bought refreshments. I spent $25 a night. Did not feel like I wasted my time or my money. Very enjoyable. So, if for those of you that haven't seen it, it's 2 end scene credits. There were some people that got up and left, but the people that was giving us tickets told us, look, there's 2 end scene credits. Make sure you go see them. The first one is interesting. It's setting up. I don't want to tell you now. I'll tell you in 4 minutes. But it's setting up another person already in their universe. and the second one is showing their preview to upcoming movie. So definitely go see it. Flash said, "Crackhead Jimmy Fox." Crackhead? What are you talking about? Jimmy Fox is fire. I hope WB and DC are watching No Way Home so they can make the. Didn't you already said that one time? Bigger Force said, "What the? Yeah, I agree with you too, Anzo. What the fuck is he saying? Dude, it wasn't as good as Black Widow. Oh my god, if, Nerd Man, if I didn't like you, man, I would time out. This right here is what. Where is it, Nerd Man? This is for you right here.
Shut the fuck up.
See, Nerd Man, when you say something stupid like that,
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, you talking about this movie wasn't good as Black Widow?
Shut the fuck
Please.
up.
Don't ever say that again. About to get in timeout. Tim Talk said, "Hell, love the movie. I did too. DC movies are better." No. No, 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 no. Tim's Talk says it was better than Black Widow for sure. Thank you, Tim. The voice of reason. Shazam was better than this Spider-Man movie. Oh my God. What is he? This is what I say to Nerd Man.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction.
When you say something about DC fan, in particular Shazam, oh my God. Oh man, Anzo's text me. Nerd Man, please, man, don't insult me, man. I know you're a highly intelligent brother. Don't say stuff like that just to elicit some kind of crazy response, because you know good and well Shazam was not better than this movie. The only problem I had was pacing. Well, what problem you have with pacing? The greatest Spider-Man man was in this movie. I will agree with you on that. I'll agree with you on that. I will agree with you on that. The greatest Spider-Man was on here. And we got about 30 more seconds, and we're going to transition into talking about it. Man, Andrew said, man, I'm so happy to. I told you we are trying not to spoil people. We are not spoiling until I said that I put this sign up. You see the sign right here? You see this? And that's when we go into full spoiler. Not before you see that sign. So don't make any kind of comments, please, because some people hadn't seen it. G Major said facts. DC animation is better than the live action. That is correction. That is correct. Kavari says I have to say some of the humor and jokes didn't work and it felt a bit sloppy. I didn't see that. Hold on. Alonzo wants to come on. I'm gonna send him the link. Alonzo wants to come on. I'm gonna send him the link. Give me 1 minute, people. And I will be sending Alonzo the link, and we will be discussing it. Flash says the humor was great for me. There wasn't any scenes that a joke didn't fit. I agree with you, Flash. The jokes were very good on here. And as soon as Alonzo comes on, I'm gonna flash the spoiler and we will go into full spoiler. Andrew, you're not listening, boy. I'm telling you, you're not listening. DQ said, "Do you think it'll make a few billion?" I do. I definitely do. This thing's in it. Hold on. I definitely think it'll make a billion. I don't know about a few billion, but it's definitely gonna bust a billion all up in the head. I don't think it'll make 2 billion like Endgame. If it does, I would be really surprised. I think it'll make 1.2, 1.3. I wouldn't be surprised with that. Why it's not sending me the email link? Uh, How Danny, the movie was great, tearjerker. I agree. Batman vs Superman is better than this. Really, really entitled to their opinions. Oh, this thing, come on. For some reason, when I'm trying to send Anzo a link, it is not cooperating. And that is making me wonder there's something going on with my computer. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to send it to your email, Anzo. Check your Hotmail. Check your Hotmail email address, Anzo. I'm sending it there. Because for whatever reason, I can't send it to Twitter. I just sent it to your email. Okay, did. All right, hold on. Anzo. I'm sorry, people. Give me 1 minute. I'm trying to get him on here. All right, Anzo. I'm sitting on it now. So there's the link. There you go. What's up, bro?
Yo, what's going on, brother?
I ain't making no fuss.
Are we spoiling this movie yet?
I'm about to. Let me get off this damn Hawkeye shit.
That's what I was gonna say. You got a wrong background, bro.
Yeah. Gotta put something else on there. I think I got a Spiderman background.
I just want to
one.
say this while you do that. Yo, this movie was amazing. Oh, it was so good.
There we
I
go.
loved
That's
it.
better. Yeah, I did too. Now, let me put up the sign like I said I would for a full spoiler because we will be full spoiling this. So if you have not watched the movie, then you need to click off right now because we're about to go into it. Bro, I really like this movie. I definitely think it is the best Spider-Man movie I've seen so far. I really wasn't a Tom Holland fan, but he made me a fan on this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I got to take a page out of Robert Strong's book. There was a couple of scenes, man, I wanted to tear up. I won't lie.
Yeah, which scenes did you want to tear up at?
Man, when Aunt May got killed, man, I was like, shit. That was sad, bro.
You know what
And,
I loved about this movie?
what?
A lot of the complaints that people complained about the Tom Holland Spider-Man, they
Uh-huh.
explained it. Like why he never said Uncle Ben, because there was no Uncle Ben in this universe. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? It makes so much sense. It was so good, bro. I loved it. I
Yep. And
think
I
it's
like.
my oh,
Go
sorry, I was
ahead.
just gonna say I
No.
think it's my second favorite Marvel movie so far.
Hey, this not Endgame off because Endgame was my second.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't good as Infinity War.
Right.
That that
That
is
I
that
said.
is that is the king. But
Right.
boy, I tell you, it kind of kicked Endgame in the ass, man. And I'm telling you, when I saw, well, of course you know I like Andrew Garfield, but man, when he walked in there, through that little portal, like
Mm-hmm.
man, people in the theater went crazy. Then when Toby walked in, they went fool. So
Oh, they went more crazy for Toby.
there, man, it was about equal, man. But they were like, "Come on!" This like this one girl, she, come on, let me Toby. And then when later G Major, he hadn't seen it yet, so I hope you enjoy
Okay,
it, bro.
for real.
But when he saw it, when he walked through there, man, and then um, do a thing and he crawled on the ceiling and stuff, and a little banter between them, I thought that was I really liked that when they were on the Statue of Liberty, and they was like, "Man, how do you make your own webs, and how you do this?" And they were talking like that, and then he was like, "Well, you're amazing. Say it," because like he's the amazing Spider-Man and stuff. So that little banter between the three of them, I really enjoyed that. I thought that was really funny how they were going back and forth.
I
And
agree with you.
yeah, I mean, I ain't nothing about the movie I didn't like. Um,
You
like I
know
said,
what? Me
so,
too.
yeah, there's not one thing I can say that I didn't just like because like to me the jokes were hitting.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I did thought was strange is that now Wong is the sorcerer supreme.
Oh, mm-hmm.
I didn't see that coming. I was like, damn.
Didn't see that coming either, but it made sense, right? Because Doctor Strange was gone for 5 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it made sense. And
Yeah.
I love when they were talking about the web cartridges, and then Toby did it from his hands, and they're like,
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Like, whoa, wait, does it come from other parts of your body?
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. That was funny, man. I've never heard of this um director, but he did his thing, man. He did his
I thought
thing.
it was Sam Raimi.
I don't think it was Sam Raimi. It
Oh
was
no,
like,
Sam Raimi's doing Doctor Strange. My bad. Yeah, he's
yeah, it
doing
was
Doctor
some
Strange.
kind of Tom Wells or something like that, I think. Let me
Hmm.
see. Let me see if I can find it.
Well, whatever he did, he stayed true to the characters. Like, I think Toby and Andrew, they jumped back into the role right away. They
Mm-hmm.
felt like Spider-Man. You know what I
John
mean?
John Watts,
John Watts, he
and
did a
he
great
looks
job.
like a geek, man. So he did his good. He this right here is gonna put him on the map.
Oh, for sure. If
Yeah,
he's not already, because I never heard of him
yeah.
before.
I haven't either, but this right here, yeah, I foresee him doing. He did Spider Man better than the Russo brothers, and so
Yeah.
far the Russo brothers had the best portrayal of the Tom Holland Spider Man
Hmm.
that I've seen.
I agree.
What do
And
you think about the lizard? Um, the CGI and stuff.
well, you know, I seen it Onzo Vision,
Okay.
so
Um,
right.
yeah. Um, the lizard at first I was like, but when they showed him up close,
Uh-huh.
man, it looked much better than it did in the original one.
Amazing Spider-Man. That's good because I
Yeah,
didn't like the way he looked in that.
yeah, it looked when up close. You could see the scales and the little stuck things. His eyes was this crazy color and stuff.
Hmm. And I loved that they explained why Jamie Foxx was not blue. I loved it. It was like because everybody was complaining he's supposed to be blue from Amazing Spider-Man, right? But
Hmm.
then they showed that electricity he was getting was different, made him different. I get it.
Yeah,
It's kind of, but it still worked for me.
yeah, and that down when you got that. Well, that was Iron Man arc reactor he had on him, right? Boosting his
Yeah,
powers.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because
He
that
stole
sucker
the
was hell with that shit, boy.
right. Zach said makes me want a Spider-Man 4 and amazing. That's what I said when I left this movie. I said they got to do a Spider-Man 4 now, and they got to do an Amazing Spider-Man 3 because I want to know if these villains are dead or whatever. What
Mhm.
happened? You know, I was like, yeah, I definitely think they should do that.
And it was really cool when Andrew Garfield Spider Man was to save MJ
Right.
because he wasn't able to save old girl.
What did you think about her being a Watson?
Um, that didn't bother me.
It didn't bother me either at all.
No.
Yeah. She's not the Mary Jane from the comic, but she is a Watson, right? She is
Yeah,
Mary MJ. So I like that.
and then
I
what
like that.
really how they each one of them told their own story about
Right.
Uncle Ben. It was his
Yes.
fault. That was
Hmm.
I really like that. And
Me
man,
too.
if old boy didn't stop him, he was gonna kill um the
William
Goblin.
Defoe. Yeah. Yo,
Yeah,
William Defoe put it down in this movie, bro.
he did not care. I like the way too how his spider sense kind of told him who was evil.
Right.
Out of all of them, he was like trying to figure it out, and he close his
Hmm.
eyes and concentrate.
Hmm.
Yeah, that I really like that. But
Yeah.
I like the aggressive Tom Holland Spider Man. Man, he put together some combinations.
Oh, he was beating the shit out of the
Yeah,
Goblin at the end,
yeah.
bro.
But
He,
the only thing you could see, he gonna stab Toby in the back. I mean,
yeah, yeah,
they
yeah.
telegraphed that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
absolutely.
I was like,
But
yeah,
I did think, or at least I'm glad, Toby didn't die in that
yeah,
spot, though. I'm
yeah.
glad
I'm,
he
I'm
didn't
glad
die.
too. I'm glad too. I would have really hate that.
Yeah, me too, man. If they had killed him there, but I love when Doc Ock first came and took piece of Spider-Man's suit,
Uh huh.
and and then when Spider-Man's thing lit up and he's like, "Oh, we paired with this," and
Uh
then
huh.
he started controlling the arms. I
Yep.
was like, "Yo."
That shit was funny. But I like that, man. I like that. I never saw that coming.
Neither did I. Neither did I. I did
Yep.
not see that coming. Spider
One
Man
thing
has
I
some
didn't
blue
like
tooth.
about it, I did not like the fact that MJ and Ned couldn't remember him at the end.
You didn't like that? I
Uh,
actually like that because for me, it showed that what he did, like if you and me and Yellow were talking about it too. Like at the end of Spider Man movies, he like always loses everything.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was the way that he had to
Yeah.
lose everything.
Yeah.
So I like that.
It was like that. He did all that shit. I mean, I could see the sacrifice
Hmm.
and the great with great power comes great responsibility because he was very selfless. But and I don't understand like now that nobody on the planet knows about Spider Man, they just don't because Happy still should remember him.
Mm. They don't know Peter Parker or Spider Man, but Spider Man does still exist. I was like, wait a
They,
minute, there's going to be no more Spider Man. But then, yeah, James Jonas was talking about Spider Man. So he's still
yeah,
there's just nobody
Spider
knows
Man, but nobody knows his
who,
identity.
yeah, or who Peter Parker is.
Yeah.
So I
And
kind
then
of like that
and then why would Doctor Strange his own spell gonna work on him? That don't make no sense.
on himself, right?
Yeah, why would he even forget?
Yeah, yeah, that kind of makes
That don't
right.
make no sense.
Yeah, he shouldn't be able to. He shouldn't forget. But I guess the spell. I don't know. I don't know. I have no explanation for that. That's a good question.
Yeah, because he was like, Juan, don't you remember when we did such and such? And he said no. Okay,
Hmm.
because he cast a spell, so he remembered it, but Wong didn't. So
Right.
if you cast a spell, you should be able to remember.
Yeah.
So that didn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, though, when it ended, I was like, oh, well, we already knew that Sony and Marvel extended their deal, right? But if they didn't and they
Uh-huh.
ended it like that and that's how he left the MCU, it would have worked for me. It would have
Mm,
worked for me.
yeah, I mean, I guess I wouldn't have too much of an issue with it. But I did not like that new suit he did. It's too fucking shiny.
Oh, you didn't like the new suit? At the
Mm,
end, where he had the. I
like when
think that
he
was more like the regular, real Spider-Man suit. So
yeah,
I was
but
still cool.
it looked real shiny to me from it looked like almost glittery in
I
the theater.
I'd have to see better
Maybe you couldn't
quality
see
on
it,
it,
but
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but I was like, whoa, that thing kind of shiny.
Because even some of the fight scenes, it was hard to really see what was going on. But I seen enough of it to be like, yo, this is fire, and I know I gotta see a better copy of this movie.
Yeah. Kavari says, am not a fan of Homecoming and Far From Home, so am happy no one remembers Peter making these movies irrelevant.
Mm.
I'm glad that he put Ned and Mary Jane to rest because now we can move on every time I see them to show up. It brings me down. Oh my Lord. Ned, I
Nah,
can
they
agree.
were good in this. They were
I can
pretty
agree
good
with
in
you,
this.
Ned,
Right.
but Ned is kind of like
Zendaya.
it's kind of like comic relief. But Zendaya, man,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I was feeling her on this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so
Me too. I was even feeling that, even though I found it a little strange that he was able to just use Doctor Strange portals like that when it took Doctor Strange how many years
yeah,
to do it? You know what I mean?
so they either write him to be another Sorcerer Supreme or not Sorcerer Supreme, but another um protector or something, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Or you remember when old boy told him that his best friend tried to
Yes.
kill him? They set him
Yes.
up for the hobgoblin role thing,
Yes.
maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're setting him up for the Hobgoblin role, which would make it amazing to see how he turns, because we have 3 movies where they're best friends, and then
Uh-huh.
all of a sudden he's gonna switch on Peter. I would love to see how they do that.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah, man.
Um, this is a little nitpick, but Flash really wasn't needed in this. I could have done without
I agree.
Flash.
I agree. He
Um,
was like comic relief to me.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
he wasn't even comic relief. He was like, man, why did they even pay you to come back?
I ain't gonna lie though. The name of his book sounded like a shot at DC though.
What it said?
His
I
book, it
can't.
was called Flashpoint.
Flashpoint, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and Marvel and DC's doing
But
their
yeah, you can kind of
Flash
see it.
movie
A
now.
little,
Yeah,
a little jab. I
yeah,
can see that.
yeah. That was hilarious. But yeah, I thought this movie was well done. I was hoping it was all it would be. Bro, there was a point before Tom and Andrew came in, even though I knew they were coming in because I seen all the leaks and stuff. I was
Yeah.
like, even if they didn't bring them in at this point, this movie is still fire. Like,
I think it's like chocolate cake with regular icing, but then you get chocolate cake with like a more expensive
like a
icing.
cream
It tastes
cheese
better.
icing and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
the cake's still good, but if you get a better icing, it makes it even better. So that's what well, I knew because I think you sent me either I saw it on. I knew they were going to be in there,
Mm-hmm.
but when I saw it and then I saw the video, the fan reaction,
Yeah.
and if the same reaction was in my theater because um, when they start when you start twirling the ring,
Mm-hmm.
like this couple behind me, man, come on, please, let it be Toby, let it be Toby. And I said to myself, I was like, no, that's gonna be Andrew first. And
Right.
then when Toby came in, man, the crowd theater went crazy where I was at for both of them.
How did the crowd react to Matt Murdock?
Oh yeah, they clapped. They're like, oh
Yeah.
man. I wish I wish he'd been in his uniform.
Well, when he grabs the
That
thing,
brick,
yeah,
it's a brick.
yeah.
Yeah, he said, "How'd you do that?"
Mm-hmm.
I'm a good lawyer. Yeah, okay.
Right, right. That had nothing to do with how he does. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay, great. You're a lawyer, really.
okay. So yeah, man, this was. I wish I might go see this in IMAX. I
You
might go
should.
see it.
You should. This is a movie. When I'm watching this, I'm like, fuck! I can't believe I'm not seeing this in IMAX.
The only reason why, because I got to work tomorrow, and like I said, Rome 87. Thank you for the super chat, brother. I appreciate it. He
Much
said,
appreciated.
$10 super chat. Great reviews, guys. I love this movie, man. We do too, man.
Mm-hmm.
This was good. This was good. It was worth the wait.
Yes, and it was, to me, it was like nonstop. It starts off with him trying to run from the crowd and then get away, and then he has the little scene, little talking scenes, whatever. Then boom, straight to Doc Ock, and then from there,
Yeah.
it was just going, man. I thought this was well done.
It says, so Danny, did you change your views on Toby Spider-Man, and also do you change your views on I don't think they both. I mean, I think Andrew is the better one to me, but I like both of them. This made me like Toby more, if I'm honest, being totally honest. To see all three of them together made me appreciate the whole Spider-Man movies because you kind of forget some things, but after seeing it,
Mm-hmm.
it refreshed memory. And I would love to see them do another crossover. Um,
Yeah, me too.
so I would love to see what he's doing now since it's MJ, where they transition to him, his daughter having his powers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, then I would love to see what Andrew's doing because he said that he stopped pulling his punches. He seems to be a more
Right.
aggressive Spider-Man.
Yes. Yeah. Bitter. He's
Yeah,
like a bitter one after Stacy died, you
yeah.
know. So I was like, yeah,
So yeah,
just
it
I
it
like.
changed my views a little bit, Zach. It did.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, for me, I think I never really liked Andrew. I think he was good in this one though. I have no
Hmm.
issues with him in this one. Like I said earlier, like there's really nothing too wrong with this movie, man.
Yeah, yeah. Jimmy Fox did make a reference. I believe it was
Yes.
to
Mm-hmm.
Miles Morales. So yeah,
Absolutely, they did.
I definitely like this version of Sandman better.
Yeah, Sandman was good, but I liked Sandman from Spider-Man 3. I thought he was the best
Yeah,
part
but
of
I
that
mean
movie.
the special effects look better.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What about the two end scene credits? The uh the one with Venom, that's pretty interesting because I guess it's setting up Venom 3.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be pretty interesting. I don't know what's making him blip and go through time like that. I didn't understand that.
You see, I didn't really see the end credit scene yet because
Okay.
wasn't there.
Um
But
ba-
go ahead.
basically he's in a bar
Mm-hmm.
and we see Eddie Brock talking to the bartender and the bartender's explaining to him about the blip and what happened and stuff. And he's like, well, maybe I should go see this Spider Man. And then Venom is like, yeah, let's go, whatever. And you're drunk and doing crazy stuff. And then all of a sudden, he just disappear in a flash of light.
Mm.
So, and then he leaves a portion of
Of
his
himself, yeah,
of
yeah,
himself
I
on the
read that.
bar.
Right.
Then, and the second one, it shows the Doctor Strange 2
Yeah, the
trailer.
Doctor Strange one I seen. So
Yeah.
for me, I think what happened was he went back to his own time, right? But I
Hmm.
think the way they left the little piece of the symbiote there was a way for Parker to get it in the
Peter
next
Parker,
one.
get it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. I definitely want to see the black suit
yeah. Me
done
too.
done right.
Yeah, me
Uh,
too.
the token black guy. Thank you for the $5 super chat, bro. Just got home from seeing it. I think it's going in my
Hmm.
top five, maybe top three. Hey, I
Yeah.
already said it's my number two, so I gotta reshuffle the deck again, and
Hmm.
because so many things change, some movies were moved up, but I've always said, and Alzo can attest to this, that my one and two was always in Infinity
Infinity
War
War
and
and Endgame.
and Endgame.
Hmm.
This is bump Endgame to three.
Yeah. My second was Winter Soldier, and it bumped out Winter Soldier for sure. Now, I said this last night. I'm like, I just seen the movie, but at this moment, it's number two. Like if I
Yeah.
go and
I
watch it
don't.
again
I
or
think we
whatever,
watched it again. I don't think you're gonna change.
I don't think so
I
either. I
want to
love
watch
it.
it again, so I maybe some things I may have missed.
Right.
Because as soon as the movie went off, I went to the bathroom. I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. So when I came back in, I was just seeing the Eddie Brock one,
Hmm.
but my partner said I didn't miss nothing. But I want to make sure I go back and listen and try and catch things I may have missed.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because well, so they took Venom out of the timeline.
Yeah. They brought him in and then took him out just so that they could put the symbiote there. That's the only reason why they did that.
Yep, yep. Shuma Garoth in Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah, it looks like it. It looks like evil Doctor Strange from What If in there too.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking when he says something just got worse or something. He said something like
Yeah.
that
I was like,
because they
what?
sent everyone
Because
back. Then
if you notice in this movie, right, when he first contains the spell, it's in one of those little boxes
so they
that they
put
put Doctor Strange and Killmonger in and What If.
you're right,
Yeah.
that little cubicle thing.
Right.
But it don't make sense because okay, because they sent everyone back. Then he left. All right. Doctor Strange said that people that knew Spider-Man, Venom never knew Spider-Man. So why would he be? Why would he come to that timeline?
That's a good question.
So
That's a good question.
so Venom being there is that's a plot device because
Yeah, yeah.
he didn't know Spider-Man
Right, right, right.
unless it's
You are
something I
correct.
miss.
No, no, he doesn't know Spider-Man because even in the Venom movie, he's just lying in bed and then boom, he pops up in their universe, right? So he doesn't know who Peter Parker or Spider-Man is.
Yeah,
So yeah,
this was Andrew Best's performance as Peter Parker. I think he's more Spider than Peter Parker, but I like all three of them, man. I'm not mad at neither one of the three. Um, um,
hmm Andrew's
God,
best performance as Peter. Yeah, he did good.
yeah. Um, oh, I can't think of the new
Oh, there
Spider-Man.
was that one little scene though
Which one?
with the back where he's
Oh, no.
cracking it.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
It does not look kind of
this is
suspect.
kind of fruity, you
Yeah,
know.
that's when Doctor Strange sent everyone from different universes back.
hmm
Yeah, I understand that the token black guy, but I'm just saying, unless I misunderstood, Doctor Strange said the spell was because was bringing everyone to that timeline because
They knew who
they
Peter
knew
Parker was.
who's Peter Parker was. But in the when it was cracking up in the sky, one of
Uh-huh.
those little shapes looked like the TV version of the cartoon version of Rhino.
That's what I you see. That's what I wanted to know because when I watched it, I couldn't make out who was
Yeah,
in those little cracks.
one of them was Rhino. My partner said one of them was the Beyonder. I'm like, damn, how would the Beyonder be? But he said
Really?
that's what it looked like to him.
Mm.
I got to go back and watch that because I wasn't really paying attention.
hmm
So I want to go back and definitely rewatch that part again.
Now, the minute they started to show like that people in the cracks, I was trying to see who it was, if there was any hidden things there, and I
Yeah.
was like,
See, I would always remember the Happy Hogan apartment building scene. You just feel the uncomfortable and evil that was hiding with it. Well, only Doc Ock was really sincere trying to help. And I
yeah.
think, but I for a little bit, the Goblin had me fooled, but then the
hmm
minute he start doing that spider sense, I said, "Oh shit, yeah,
That is correct.
yeah." But Willem Dafoe, man, that's like a boy. He killed it.
I agree. Yellow sent the link, Danny.
Did you just send it to me?
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
All right. You gotta go about 5 more minutes, and we're gonna
Cool.
um the Beyonder. The
Yeah,
Beyonder
the
is like
Beyonder's
yeah,
Secret Wars for you guys, if you don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, he was the one they fought in Secret Wars.
Yes, evil Doctor Strange. I think is Mephisto. That is possible.
Yeah. I would prefer if it's the evil Doctor Strange from the What If series, though. I think that would make a lot of sense to. Well, I wouldn't say it makes sense, but it would tie it in, which I like.
Yeah, only thing I don't think I want to see it. Don't it wouldn't make sense in the MCU live action to see Killmonger with that kind of power
Right.
stuck in there. So
Uh.
maybe they'll cherry pick some of the stuff, but
hmm
that wouldn't make sense.
Or maybe he kills that Chillmonger. But then if he
Killmonger.
does that, Killmonger, then if he does that, he would get the stones. So he would have the stones in this movie,
Yeah,
which yeah.
I don't want to see the Infinity Stones again back in there.
Yeah, I'm done with them too. Yeah.
Not this close to Endgame. Maybe if they let a little bit of time pass and maybe another 10 years or at least 5 or 6 years pass.
hmm
I don't want to see another build up to phase whatever 5 or 6, and the Infinity Stones are back again. I don't think
I
I would
agree.
like that.
I agree. I think they need to move on from the Infinity Stones. I think that's a little bit what Loki did when they just showed them in the
In the
cat
drawer
in
like
the
that,
drawer.
yeah.
Yeah, like that. I think that's what they did. So I don't want them to go back to that either. It wouldn't make
You
sense.
know, that's a good point, mercenary. That means even Vulture forgot. It's going to make for interesting interaction next time.
hmm
Didn't even think of that, bro. But you're absolutely right.
Oh, you know one thing, and we were talking about this last night. Andrea was like, "Oh man, I just want to know who the sixth villain is. I want to know who the sixth villain is." There
Mhm.
wasn't no sixth villain, guys.
Nope.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
It's only the secret. Oh, the Fantastic Five, I guess.
right. But
Tony, this I went to the movie with my boy Tony Brown. I'm back and just heard you say something about the Beyonder. What did I miss? I'm saying that I was telling him that you said that one of the silhouettes in the sky when it was cracking up and stuff was you thought was the Beyonder. I
right.
didn't see that, but I did saw the Rhino and somebody with a staff. I don't know who the hell that could be, but I saw him. Like maybe that was Odin. Maybe
Mm.
anybody know a good place to watch this online for free or something? I don't. I'll leave that to my partner here to the right.
Yeah, David, hit me up on Twitter. I'll send you a link.
But we're gonna go ahead and get the let's see, 2 minutes, 2 minute warning. We're gonna jump onto the other stream. It's gonna be on Yellow Does It's channel. I don't know his Yellow Does It. Look for Yellow Does It on
Yeah,
YouTube. And we're gonna be discussing this in more detail. But I thank the people for the super chats that gave me tonight. Mystic Shadows. So I thought that's what the 10 rings did. I thought they were basically the Infinity Stones. No, I read a stream today that was saying that the Eternals has something to do with the 10 rings because it's 10 Eternals and
right.
so they're saying that maybe have something to do with the Eternals. So, like I said earlier, right now Kevin Feige is putting all these players like on a chessboard. He just plays them. Right now, we can't see when he's going to checkmate DCU or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
tonight, he made a major move. I've heard they showed even more of the Morbius clip, man. Morbius, that special effects look on point, man. When they
Oh,
show his
really?
face, when he's fully transformed,
Mm-hmm.
that sucker looks real. It does not look fucked up at all. He looks like a freaking bad vampire. Yeah. So I'm getting a little excited to see that too. But then of course at the end we saw Wanda, so we know she's gonna be in there and she was in her full Scarlet Witch garb. So Kevin Feige is definitely setting things up. So you just
That
gotta be
is
patient
correct.
and see.
You got 17 people watching, guys. We're going to continue this conversation on Yellow Does His channel. I did put his link there, so I hope you guys join us over there as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Danny said, this movie is definitely number 2. If it's not in your top 5 at least, then I don't know what you like, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's well done,
Yeah. If you're a Spider-Man fan, you're gonna love this. That's all I'm gonna
right?
say.
And
So
it to me, it made Tom Holland better. It made
yeah,
him it made him
I
better to
liked
me.
him better.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I'm liking all three of them, man. Right now, tonight, this very second, I don't like one no better than the other.
facts.
That's how good the movie was. It elevated all three of them up, and all three of them, man, were dynamite in this.
I agree.
So go see it for yourselves. Just don't take my word for it. Don't take Ozzo's word for it. But we definitely love it. We give it a thumb. Hey, if I got to grade it, man, this gets an A. A all
Facts.
day. A.
Facts.
A strong A.
Facts. Facts.
So like
I couldn't give it
go
an
ahead.
A+ because I give Infinity War an A+.
Yeah, I agree.
But if there was anything between A and A+,
Plus,
that's
that's
what
it.
it gets.
That's
Yeah.
it. I agree with you
Yeah.
1000%. I always say if you watch me that if I walk, I immediately ask myself, did I waste my money? I did not waste my money tonight. I would
Facts.
go see it again. So I don't think you feel like you're gonna waste your money by going and seeing this movie. So
Absolutely not.
click over to Yellow Does It. Anzo left his link in the chat, and we'll continue this. Thank you all for the super chat, and until next time, peace, people. Peace.
See you over there.
All right, bro.